So Golden Kamuy is now confirmed to be returning this fall for another season, and this is actually a little surprising. I know everyone was saying, like, it's got to get another season, it's so popular and things like that, but just having something that's popular or is highly praised doesn't guarantee more seasons. I mean, production committees are very fickle. They don't like giving more anime to an ongoing series a lot of the time because they want people to go and read the source material for money in that department. And Geno Studio didn't confirm a second season when this one started, and typically split cores are announced fairly early on in the production of the first season, if not before. It's not completely uncommon for this to happen, to be announced right at the end of the series, but it's just less likely to happen, not to mention Geno is already confirmed to be doing another anime that doesn't have a release date yet. It's called Pet, which we don't know when that's coming out, so I figured if we didn't have an announcement for a split core yet, we weren't going to get one at the end of the season, but it's not to say it couldn't get another season down the road, but it would have to be after Pet. But to have it announced at the end of this episode, it was actually a very nice surprise. I mean, I did read the article before the episode aired on Crunchyroll saying like they would stream it this fall, and that's great, because if this episode was the last episode and we didn't know if this was getting another season, this would have been a pretty lackluster final episode for the anime as we wait to see would it get more. But knowing that this is coming back for at least another 12 episodes, this episode was just a fun time start to finish, and we know we're going to get more plot-driven, amazing content in a few months. And I think that's important. I'm glad this is returning, because this is one of the more unique anime that have aired in this year, and even comparing it to some of the anime that aired last year, I'm really happy that this is going to return. And I have to say, introducing this fortune teller character, just watching this character the entire episode, I'm thinking to myself, the Escape King has the perfect bride-to-be, and she just slips away at the end of the episode. Like, I love the conning of this episode, the idea of the fortune-telling, like, Sugimoto and the gang get their fortune told and said, oh, everything's gonna be bad, but of course, not everyone's going to believe in fortunes, even if it's appearing like she has the ability to predict the future. And I just like how most of this episode is focused on the Escape King and his gambling because he lost their money for explosives, so now he's using a fortune teller to bet on horses, and everything seemingly is going according to plan. But then as the episode starts going farther and farther, you start understanding that this girl is probably just as big of a con artist as the Escape King, and that's not a bad thing. I like these characters in this anime. But the fact that it was obviously a rigged race, you know, certain horses were getting fed like poisonous water or other chemicals, and that certain characters knew which horse had to win, it's clear that she just knew how the rigging was going on. Maybe she actually can see into the future. I mean, I wouldn't put it past the anime to actually have someone in the show be able to do it, but it definitely seemed like a con, and I do like how she did get one ticket of a winning horse, so they should still have at least enough money to get their explosives. And I'm really excited for the second season because there's so much now that they can do, because I figured if this was going to be the last episode, we might only see the prison break-in and that's that. But to have this episode just be a fun episode to end on, sure, it's not really that plot focused per se, but it's okay because we have another 12 episodes and we only have a 3-month wait. And I'm happy, like, I'm glad Geno is going to do at least another 12 episodes, and we'll see where the plot's going to go. I've heard nothing but good things, and I expect nothing but good things because this cast of characters is very entertaining, and when present, the character development can actually be pretty impressive as well. I'm sure that this 3-month break is going to benefit not only just the quality of this show, but also the people watching, because sometimes when you do have a back-to-back season of 12 episodes and then another 12 episodes, some people can get burnt out, and having that break not only is going to let the viewers kind of recharge, regroup, come back into Golden Kamuy Season 2 just as excited as ever as they were watching the first episode, the production should also improve as well, because yes, there has been some animation and art issues present throughout this show, and having that break is not going to solve all of the issues, but it is going to at least help them get a bit ahead, because obviously that they're still working on this show. They planned to work for 24 episodes, but they knew they needed that break, and I'm happy that they're taking the break. I'm happy that it is going to return. This has been a very fun ride. The character interactions between the main cast and the supporting cast that gets introduced, even if for only one episode, have been just so entertaining to watch, and at times they have you at the edge of your seat not knowing the brutality or the craziness that is going to happen when they are on screen. You know, there's so many ways that the plot can go going forward because of all these side elements, especially the after the credit scene. There's so many things that you don't know where the show's going to go, but you're excited to see where it's going to go. I love the setting. I love having an anime focused on the Ainu culture. It's such an interesting and unique setting, and historical anime don't happen that often, and I'm glad this series isn't done just yet. I don't have too much more to say past this. I love this episode. I love the series overall. It had its issues here or there, but it doesn't change the fact that this was a fun ride for the entire 12 weeks, and I can't wait to watch and review the second season when when it returns this fall. Let me know what you're feeling down in that comment section below, and if you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, and if you're new, also be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.